Hello everybody, welcome back to Football Club Barcelona. So we've had a pretty good start in terms of results, in terms of like points and wins, one draw. But we've got a bit higher on average possession, our passes are going up. It was a little bit of a process to get to where we are now though, because we were struggling for a little bit. We drew against Villarreal in the last episode. We won a few games, lost the Champions League game, which I rotated the team round, and we weren't playing great. The last two games, they've been much better. Against Levante, we were much better. We dominated them. We should have scored more. And we started to get better possession and passes completed towards the end of the game, which I was making tweaks as we went. We then played Babal away here, and with pretty much the same tactic throughout the couple of tweaks. So we had 63% possession, 651 passes, which is also good. Not much chance creation, though. So this is going to be interesting going into this game. It needs a few tweaks still, because we definitely need to... we need to definitely be creating more chances, but we're getting better possession, better secure possession, and dominating more, which is obviously good. So in today's episode, we're going to play Atletico Madrid. We're going to play them on comprehensive all the way through, because I feel like that we're needing tweaks. We're not needing an overhaul at this stage. I think we're already pretty close. So I think comprehensive is enough for us to go through. And it should be long enough for one episode as well. We don't need to do a second game, I don't think, but we'll see how long it takes. But for this one, we'll definitely just do Atletico Madrid. In the future, we could do two. I think that Sociedad and Madrid would be two good games to come back for together, because that's two decent teams in one go there. I'm not saying that's next episode. We'll come back probably before that, but that could be one. So going into this game, Maguire's still out, Aguero's out, Alba's suspended, and Dembele is still out. So in that case, we then have... Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. We had an offer on deadline day for Lenglet. So he went, and we're able to bring in Maxence Lecroux or Lequard. Straight swap, centre-back for centre-back. He cost us 25. I think only 15 of that is in instalments. So that's pretty good. We're doing pretty well financially. We've got our transfer debt now to 200 grand. Those of you that are in the lead save know that for a while that this was at 500 million for the lead. So we're not quite there yet. So we're not going to get there. So Alejandro Balde comes in, and he's not great. Let's just be honest about it. He's not great. He's good. He's a good young player. He's only 18, but he's not great just yet in his stats. So let's hope that he's able to play at a good enough level for us here. So the team today is going to be Ter Stegen in goal, Lecroux, Lequard, with Garcia at centre-back, and then Lazari and Balde at full-back. Busquets, De Jong, Pedri in the middle, Martins, Depay and Daka up front. Assistant manager says if you carry on your performance from your last match into this one, you'll do well. Okay, let's see how this goes. Are they playing 3-5-2? We'll see when it finally goes to a highlight. I think they're playing a 3-something. Well, they're playing this. A 3-3-2. Basically 3-5-2, but with one striker playing as a 10. So they're going to play out from the back. Get through to Koke. I expect us just to dominate this game, possession-wise. They're going to have no chances. Just as long as we can score one goal, we'll be okay. I don't think this game's going to have a lot of chances in it. So they've had 50% possession so far, over 50. Now, the only reason that can be is that when they play out from a goal kick, those three centre-backs are not getting any pressure on them. Otherwise, that makes no sense. So we're going to play out here into Lazari. Lazari has it. Back into the centre-back note to De Jong. Gelson Martins. Go back if you need to. You don't have to go forwards here. Sergio to Pedri. Pedri switches it to Memphis. Memphis plays it back across to Lazari. They don't need to do that. Why can't you just work it back round? I don't understand why they can't just work that back round. I'm going to put narrowness in to get the players closer together. Lazari's probably going to get onto it again. He does. Now, Drew this time. Just get off the ball. Play it to somebody else, man. Lazari. Busquets. Daka. Pedri. Memphis. Eric. See, when he goes in, that's when you have to be the threat, I think, on the outside there. We're going to end up with too many attack duties if I keep doing what I want to do with some of the players. That's my only concern. Going to go be more expressive and see if we can get away with that, rather than making any more attack duties out of that. So, like, in that situation, when he sees the space, that he just takes the opportunity and goes. Lazari, Lequard, Sergio Busquets, Pedri. Lazari again, that's better. Lazari. I don't know if I like him running that central that early. So it looks at this last episode. Now, when team has the ball, it says, but sit narrow. But if you read the description, sit narrow encourages players to use central areas of the pitch more often to retain a solid defensive shape whilst being close at hand to be more involved in possession attacking play. So I don't know whether that does affect it out of possession, because he's definitely staying narrow out of possession before. He was really staying narrow, and I don't have force wide. So I don't know whether that does. According to that, you think it does not affect out of possession at all. Maybe transition, but not out of possession. But I don't know. Okay, so now they're going to play out from the back. Can we press them early? We do. Well done. Better. There we go. Balde has it on the left-hand side. He goes wide. Don't just cross it. Cross less often. Essentially highlight here for Barcelona late on. Gelson is back now. There we go. Now we're retaining it back. That's good. That's a good thing. We're able to go back up to the ball. Good. Zari has it, whips it in. Wasn't a bad effort, to be fair. We had somebody completely free at the back post. If it had got through. Corner in the last minute of the half. Should play it short. You've got space to play. Play it short. Yes, left him completely open. Gelson. And again, try again. Gelson. Oh, that was close. I've just changed Depay to the inside forward to match Martins on support though, but I'm going to have him on hold position while he's got roam from position because deep man playmaker's not going to take this space, whereas he can then roam around and find what he wants, but he's got overlapping wing backs, whereas he doesn't have as much of that, so let's see how that works. Just gets Pedri to Memphis, Eric Garcia. You had the option there, Balde, to get on the ball. Use him late. That was close though. We aren't creating enough chances now, that's the problem. Balde has it here. Dribbles with it, plays a great ball through a great attempt into Daka. I don't mind that. Don't mind him trying that at all. Just going to the other extreme on the width. We've gone from very narrow to extremely wide. I just want to see how that changes things. Senior for Pedri as well. Let's take off Daka and put on Anti-Fit on the left and put the pipe front. Let's take off Balde left back and put on Demir. Acquires it, plays it through to Ansu Fati now to Coutinho to Eric Garcia to Demir, Coutinho, Demir. Oh, it's brilliant. Oh, it's really brilliant. Really pressing them back here. We can win it off them, at least force them to a mistake. Surely. Now box. Yes, well done. Much better. Oh, they got out of it. They shouldn't have got out of that, really. Busquets to Lazari to De Jong. And he plays it across so we can win the counter press. Get the ball back to Lacroix. Lacroix now to Gelson Martins to De Jong. To Sergio Busquets to Coutinho. This is better. Oh, I just feel like there, the winger needs to be wider. This player comes inside way too early. Corner to Barcelona here. Oh, it's well worked. Stay on it. Busquets. Lacroix. De Jong. Lacroix. Ah. Wasted a good opportunity there. Then on the left hand side goes wide. Plays to Coutinho. Coutinho to Busquets. Busquets to De Jong. Lazari. Lazari now gives it away for a corner. Going to go to attacking mentality for the last few minutes here, see if we can get a goal. Highlight for Barcelona. Busquets has it. Demir to De Jong. De Jong to Memphis. Memphis now to De Jong. Back into Memphis. To Demir on the left hand side. Plays it Ansu Fati into the half space. Back to Demir on the wide zone. Into De Jong. Lazari. Work it all the way across. Then we just cross the ball in the eggs. We can't do anything else with it. Demir. Corner. Disappointing. Probably the last highlight of the game this is going to be. Barcelona have the throw in here on the right hand side. De Jong. Lazari. Plays across to Yusuf Demir now on the left hand side. He's gone all the way wide to try and play the ball. I don't know why. Coutinho, Busquets, Lazari, De Jong, Lazari stays on the ball. God, he's giving it away. No, he stays on it somehow. De Jong, yeah, that's really poor from us. Really, gonna say unlucky. So I looked at the data for the first time in ages, and the reason I changed this role to a advanced playmaker attack is I realised in one game, the role it was before as a Mazzallo attack, Pedri, I think it was, had 18 passes the entire game, and everybody else was like 75, 100, 115. He had 18. So I was like, well, that's obviously a problem. Part of the problem was maybe not the Mazzallo role, but the Mazzallo role within everything else. So we went to this, and this is what we've ended up with. That's why we changed what we did, in case you're wondering why that ended up as a playmaker role. And they had more passes completed than we did. Okay, so unsuccessful passes. This is interesting. Does it count crosses as well? Let's watch it. That's going to be a throw-in, I think, actually. Click the wrong one. Okay, that was a throw-in. So let's see, for example, this one. This is going to have to be a cross, I would expect. This is the highlight. Okay, so it's not technically a cross. I don't know whether it's... I don't know whether it's counting that as a cross or pass, because crosses are here and unsuccessful crosses are here. So it's not counting that as a... Let's also look at crosses. So the problem is our wingers go in early inside, they leave the fullbacks wide, the ball then goes to the open wing back who then crosses it straight into nobody. Why are they making these stupid passes from here? What is this pass here? He's trying to play Memphis in behind. They made a few tweaks here. I've put underlap left and overlap right to try and get the mentality of the wingers down. Now, Martins as well has got hold up ball, and so does Depay. The final change I've made is I've put pass into space, because I would have thought it means through balls with the setting, but it just says players look to make passes open spaces for their teammates to run onto. So obviously, you're not going to necessarily do that like Eric Garcia to look quiet. You might, I guess, play the ball across a striker here, right in front of him to run onto. But I think what that means to me is that should mean that when we're getting to finishing the attack, we're looking to play it in behind for somebody to run onto. Now, it could be that Martins has it and he runs through and the ball's into space. It could be something like that, rather than into somebody's feet, dribble, cross, or dribble, shoot. You know, I don't know. I'm just looking at different things at the moment because I think we're quite close, but we're also quite far, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that is going to do it. In terms of next episode, I think next episode we'll come back for Valencia, and the one after that will come out for Real Madrid. And that should have, by that point, I'm hoping we have a tactic that's pretty much sorted anyway. We'll come back for Valencia again. We'll get through a few games here, get through the Champions League group stage. I'm going to have to not rotate the team as much, I think, now in the Champions League, because we lost the easiest game we had, so that's not good. But the schedule is set up a lot better in Spain to cope with the demands. But that is going to do it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one when we play against Valencia.